Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Lady in the Navy, and I am back with another video. You guys know what to do. You guys know to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I upload a video every single Sunday on this channel. Just be here for it. Turn those notification bells on. You will get the video as soon as it drops when you turn your notification bells on. So yeah, without further ado, just let's get into the video, okay? So guys, I uploaded a video last week about PRT. And if you are in the military or the Navy, let's say the Navy, if you are in the Navy, you know it is PRT season. So PRT is where they test our physical readiness and our capabilities. So they have these guidelines for the people who don't know. This is for the people who don't know. They have these guidelines of what you should know how to do, like push-ups, planks, and a run, right? For everyone, it is different. So depending on your age range, it differs. It differs the amount of push-ups you have to do, how long your plank has to be, or the amount of time that you have to complete your 1.5-mile run. I also shared in that video last week that chatters, it's nothing that is in black and white. We just have been talking about it, right? So they have told us that it is a possibility that we will be changing our uniforms. We will be changing a lot of our PT standards because the sailors and the soldiers, and just not just the Navy, but all branches are just getting lazy, right? And they're not up to the standard. If there is something that's supposed to happen, there's a lot of us that we can't accomplish the task, and so they will raise the standards. Things will go back to what it was before COVID hit. What I didn't share with you guys was that since COVID, they changed the PRT standards to just accommodate a lot of people and accommodate a lot of things because they were down bad, you know, like they needed people. They had to do a lot of things, a compromise. They had to make a big sacrifice and compromise on a lot of their standards to keep people in the military because they needed people. I also share with you guys that, hey, the Navy met their quota and they have been meeting their quota for a couple years now, right? And because it has been happening, right, they decide that, hey, let me go on record, they're deciding if they should change the regulations and put it back to what it was before COVID hit, right? And you guys, I uploaded just a snippet of what I was talking about, and my TikTok was in a uproar. There's a lot of people talking about it. People are sharing their concerns, and we just want to chit chat about it too. You know, we want to talk about it. So to be honest, this is my take, right? If I'm being completely honest with you, right? Before I joined the military, I thought it was rough. I thought I would come in here and I would be struggling and I would be crying every day and I would just be, it would look like what it is on TV. That's what I expected. I expected the military to look like, and if it's just me, let me know. If it's not just me, let me know. I expected to be in the mud, in the trenches, literally and figuratively. I expected the worst of the worst of the worst. And to be here, right? And to see the things that I see on a daily basis, to be amongst the people that I'm amongst on a daily basis, junior sailors, senior sailors, senior sailors. I'm like, wow. Wow. I have to say, there is a lot of people here. Senior sailors, instructors, senior sailors, people that are in charge that cannot even do 20 solid push-ups, that can't even hold a 2-minute plank, that can't even run 1 mile. Because according to, I haven't been out in the fleet yet, but according to a lot of people, we don't even run out in the fleet anymore. We don't run. We do rowing, we ride bikes, there is swimming, and I think there is run. Those are the 4 that I've heard of, because I haven't been out in the fleet yet. And I am just like, then how do you expect people to not be overweight? Because one, and also, it's like, you have all these things, you don't have to run, you don't have to all of that. People have to be overweight. It's just impossible for it to not happen. And on top of that, yes, we have met our quota, but we are undermanned in a lot of areas. So people are being overworked in a lot of areas. So they don't have the capacity to get home, take care of their families, go to the gym, right? They don't have the mentality to be like, listen, even though I'm tired, I'm still going to go to the gym. They just want to rest, right? Let's go to the ship. I've never been on the ship, but I've heard about the food that we have on the ship. I've heard about the fact that it's just so bad on the ship where you have no choice but to get chunky. You have no choice. You have no choice but to get chunky. And it's like, when you think about it, changes don't have to only come from that side. It has to be evaluated. Like, sitting right here now talking to you guys about it, you guys, I don't think a lot of things are going to change, because when you think about it, the system that we have, it's so bad. It's so bad. Not just our junior sailors are experiencing the effects of it. The senior sailors, the senior sailors, the officers, the freaking chief, the lieutenant commanders, like the captains, like all of them are experiencing it. And I tell you, like, I've seen people in some ranks, you guys, and they cannot do a run, they cannot do a plank, they cannot, because the system that the Navy has. I can only speak for the Navy. And granted, you guys, I have not been out in the fleet yet. The system that you have, a lot of times I see people go out on deployment. You guys, the only satisfaction and joy that comes out of the deployment is them going out drinking with other sailors or other branches and just having fellowship, because life and the job and the system, everything goes back to the system. It's so messed up. It's so hard. They're so overworked. You're like, and it's like, how are you going to change that? Are you going to kick everybody out and start from scratch? Because that's impossible. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's impossible for you to be like, okay, well, you're a captain and you can't meet the regulations. You got to go. It's just, no. Now, if you're talking about a captain of this color, it might work. But if you're talking about a captain of another race, no, y'all not gonna do that. So it's like, I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. And there's a lot of comments on there that I agree with, especially to a certain extent, where they were like, listen, they need to put PRT back to where you had to take it twice a year. And that is what I think they're gonna do. They are going to tell us that we have to take our PRT twice a year. That's what I think. I think that's what they're gonna do. And I think that is more manageable because, one, if you take your PRT in the middle of the year and at the end of the year, or in the middle of the year and at the beginning of the year, you have to work towards those goals, especially to pass your PRT. Like, you have to freaking work towards it. So you're gonna be like, oh, PRT is in July. Even if you don't work out for like 2 months, closer to July, like May, you're gonna be like, shit, like, I know I have on all this weight, I have the beer belly, I eat too much. Listen, hey, I'm gonna go lock in so I can get this run time up, so I can get this push up done, I can get my plank, you know? And I honestly think that is what it should be. I think they should literally just put our PRT for twice every single year and let us work towards it. That's what I think. At least two times a year, because and they don't do PRT on the ships. They don't do PRT on the ships. So it's like, if you don't choose to work out, you're not gonna work out, because you don't have to do any PRT. You don't have to know how to do a 1.5 mile run. You don't have to do anything. I have a prior enlisted in my class right now in dental lab, and she tells us, she's like, listen, we don't do this. No. She's like, yeah, we don't do this. We don't run out in the fleet. I've been in for 4 years. We don't run out there. There's so many alternatives that they can use, they have. And I'm like, and she's here, right? After being in for almost 5 years, she's here, and we have to do a freaking run like maybe 2 times out of the 3 times that we go to PT every single week. And she's like, I can't do this. I cannot do this. And so she tells us, like, yeah, out in the field, we don't do none of that. It's a struggle for her to be in, and you can just imagine, you know, like, it's a struggle for her to be in for 4 years and she cannot complete her 1.5 mile run. Also, I have to give grace to her. I have to give grace to her for that, because a lot of people have a lot of things going on, a lot of things dealing with. And to be honest, and if you're being fair, not everybody can deal with things like how I would deal with it or how you would deal with it, and still get up and think about the fact that, hey, I want to look good, I want to feel good. You understand? So it's like, I have to give her grace. On the other hand, you're in the military. You joined the military. At any point in time, the government can call on you and you have to go. So it is your responsibility to do that on your own. Training days are over. Boot camp days are over. You don't need people to babysit you. You should take the initiatives and be like, okay, let me go run. Let me go walk. Don't eat all of this bread, because you're going to gain weight and you're not going to be able to run, walk, or do anything. It's a 2-part where I give her grace, but at the end of the day, I have to hold her accountable. I have to hold everybody else accountable. Yes, I am fresh in school and I might be one of those people, right? I may never know. But it's like, I have to hold myself accountable. And I saw this girl, she shared a video on her TikTok, and she's like, there's a couple of habits that I need to tell people that are just joining that they should not pick up when they join and they leave their command and go out in the real world. She's like, the first thing is keep working out, keep going to the gym, keep doing all the things that you used to do when you were in C school, which is core school that I'm in now, when you were in boot camp, because time flies and it catches up to you. And when I tell you that hit hard because it goes back to, hey, the military, the Navy, their system is so crazy where it's hard for you to do work and you go to the gym. Okay, fine, you find time and you do all of that, right? You do all of that. If you're living on post, it's hard for you to eat properly. If you're living off post, that's fine, but how many of us will live off post, right? How many of us will live off post? So it's like it goes all the way back to the system over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Goes right back to the system. And I'm here for the changes. I'm here for the PRT twice a year. I am here for them being more strict towards not just junior sailors but also senior enlisted sailors, officers, because not because we're junior it doesn't mean that we should be held to the standard but they get to escape it. No, if one person is feeling, I think everyone else should feel, because we're all doing the same job, you know, and it's not fair for them to hold us at a certain standard, but you hold them at a different standard, and a standard that is lower than ours, you know. Like, I think everyone should experience what this is if it's coming into play, because we're not the only person that will be affected. Almost everyone will be affected, and it's gonna take a lot of patience to adjust to. I know how crooked the military can be, and I promise you there will be a lot of crooked things happening just because of all these changes that is going on and that will take place, that will happen. I wish you guys all the best. I do. I wish you guys all the best. I hope you guys are wishing me all the best. A 2-mile run is good for me, but 3 miles, I don't know. I've never done it. And on a 2-mile run, that last lap takes my legs out. I don't know about the 3-mile run. I don't know about the 2-mile run. But what I know is that I have a career and I want to keep the career. So if it's something that they put in stone, they set it in stone, well, hey, we're going to train for it, and I'll take you guys along the journey with me. And we'll just get it done like we always do. If we need something, we go out and we get it. That's it. That's all. That is it for this week's video, you guys. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am so tired. But hey, I have not missed a Sunday upload, and we will not miss a Sunday upload. I had to come on here and talk with you guys a little bit about, you know, all these things that are happening, especially on my TikTok. Don't forget to take care of yourselves and each other, and like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Again, we upload a video every single Sunday on this channel, so turn those notification bells on. Like, share, comment. I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys next week Sunday. Bye guys.